R+Co brand has a bit of pop art DNA in it. What better way to project this than using the same methods as Andy Warhol did?
The Polaroid idea came from Amanda and Howard, inspired with the Warhol portraits that he was so famous for. In fact, I worked with Andy Warhol, but he used a regular Polaroid camera.
I always loved the idea of the Warhol portraits being a project for R+Co, and when I finally took it to the team, it was a no-brainer.
I've been on this rodeo for many years. The photographers I worked with in the early 70s, 80s, and 90s worked with Polaroid.
Some of the biggest challenges for me working with Polaroid is that you have one chance to get it right.
Creating the imagery was tricky because we had to keep the key focus on the hair being the hero.
Polaroids allow us to strip everything away that we're used to, and that's a challenge in itself. But what a wonderful challenge.
This technique was used a lot with Richard Avedon, Irving Penn, Stephen Meisel, and Stephen Klein, and it brought back many fond memories of my times working with the great.
That's part of the beauty, that we get to work with this format. There's such an old school format, and bringing a new life to it.
End result, old world photography with a new edge.
No one's done this on a commercial scale, of doing an entire campaign on large format Polaroids for a beauty brand in 2015. It's pretty ballsy to be like, we're gonna shoot a beauty campaign that's not photoshopped, that's one shot. You don't get exactly what you want, but you get what's there. And you get what's real, and you get what happened, and it's cool to show that to people.
Got it.
I've known Polaroid most of my life. It disappeared for a long time. Polaroid is an instant photograph. And I always loved how maybe distorted, or the colors were saturated, or the black and whites were black and white, there was no gray.
There's a feel to it. There's a definite mood and a definite almost intimacy to the Polaroid that you don't get in digital.
Why do we want to do that process? Because it's original. We want people to be original.
Well, what we wanted to do with the shoot was Andy Warhol style Polaroids. And what's so great about them is they show a character, and they show a character through really just hairstyle. That's what I see the most when I see those Polaroids.
So we went back and got this antique type of camera, original camera. It's gone back to the origins of photography. These big land cameras with bellows, and there's no autofocus, there's nothing. Everybody's upside down. You have to use a loop. You've got a cape over your head. Hold it, come out, click, flash goes, now take it out, put it into this machine, and pray. You open it up, and it's like, oh, half of it's missing.
Yeah.
So, it takes a long time. Before digital, that was the fastest way to get film. You didn't have to take it to the lab, get it developed. But when you take it out and you peel away this film and you see this thing, it's like, oh my God.
And it's exciting too, to see that Polaroid come out after 20 minutes. The color of it is so beautiful.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
It's fantastic. And just the opportunity to work with a medium that's been gone for so long. It's a story, there's a collective story.
We want to change the culture of hairdressing.
We started, we had what, 2 models each.
2 looks on each model.
2 looks on each model, so that's 8 looks per hairdresser, 3 of us. That's 24 looks we have to do in a day. Did I get the math wrong? It's 12, yeah. It was a tough day. Tom's cool. I mean, he did a boy and a girl, short hair. That's him. You know, the clipper, the Bruce Weber. You know, like he's there and he's done. You know, we had to make poor Tom wait because we were running late with ours. Garen brings a big show, 2 assistants, regimented. I mean, you know, with me it's like, oh, I'll just do that and it'll be fine. Garen's like, he's on it, and that's great. So we work in different ways, and that's what makes it strong. I can't wait to see, you know, what happens with this. I can't wait to.
I'm really excited just to see them all together.
Yeah, because we've got to wait.
Amazing. There are so many photos.
We've got to wait a week to see them. So.
That long?
Yeah. Well, you got to scan them, let them develop. Think about what you're doing. Think harder. Don't accept the status quo. Challenge it. You know, ask why you're doing things. That's going to change hairdressing.